'Twas a mining town called Golden Gulch, while the West was yet untamed. There two bad men met, made a bet, and the winnings never claimed. The boys had ridden into town one payday afternoon to line the bar at the Lucky Star, which was Dandy Rand's saloon. Now, the dandy was an ornery cuss, if by chance you made him sore. His only law was the lightning draw of the heavy guns he wore. On his watch chain hung a dozen bells of the finest silver spun, each tiny bell for a man that fell when the dandy drew his gun. They seemed to jingle merrily to a tune that brought him luck, but they rang the bell for the man that fell when the dandy rang them up. Well, the boys had finished a round of drinks when the barroom door swang wide, and a man walked in with a reckless grin and a funny cat-like stride. On his dusty boots were golden spurs, his face was lean and brown, and at each hip the well-matched grips of 6 guns holstered down. I've come to waste some shells on a man they say whose draw is quick with a chain of silver bells. A dozen bells for a dozen men buried somewhere on the plain. It's my intent to beat that gent. I've come for the dandy's chain. Well, the dandy faced the stranger's gaze. His coat was buttoned tight. A gun swang free above each knee, but the bells were hid from sight. So, it's the dandy silver bells on which your heart is set. That's a fancy pair of spurs you wear. Would you care to make a bet? The silver bells for the golden spurs. I'll warn you from the start, you'll lose that bet, and all you'll get is a bullet through the heart. If the dandy tries, they'll find him dead, with a chunk of lead placed neat between the eyes. Then slowly the dandy's hand went down and unbuttoned his lapel, and there it rest, on checkered vest, the chain of silver bells. The stranger watched with narrowed eyes. The time had passed for talk. He hadn't drawed, but his hands were clawed like the feet of a diving hawk. The dandy stumbled to his knees with a look of wild surprise, with a chunk of lead, like the stranger said, placed neat between the eyes. The stranger stood at the end of the bar, apparently unhurt, except for a spot of red that slowly spread beneath the left pocket of his shirt. The Golden Gulch is a ghost town now. Its mining days are done. There are coyote tracks in the tumbled shacks, bleached white by the desert sun. The Lucky Star is deserted too, all littered with sand and straw, where the laughter rang and the dandy's gang once drank to his lightning draw. And the silver bells and the golden spurs still hang in their place of fame. Above the bar at the Lucky Star, still waiting the victor's claim.